So the latest hot question that folks are asking is, can you tread Peloton? Can you make Peloton run again? But before I get into this, let me share a bit of history with my experience with Peloton. I had some Peloton shares which I got rid back in November of 2021 over a commercial that they aired. I heard a commercial which they offered $400 off a treadmill, free 30-day trial, and free setup. I don't know what else free they were throwing in there. I mean, the whole commercial made me feel that they cannot sell their product. And soon after, I sold the stock, making about 25%. Well and good. But then I had another position. This is where things got really interesting for me. My position was for a $40 cash secured put, and I had them for this July of 2022, which is 2022 July, which is upcoming, which I traded back in August of last year and took in what seems like a safe bet at that time. When I sold the stock, I debated to get out of the cash secured put, which would have been smart, but did not, and kept my money in. Now the stock was trading about $120 when I made the trade, and smart thing to do is to take the money out when the stock had come down to 60s. But I kept my position because I was making about 35% return, which was amazing, and I was thinking that holiday sales and New Year's fitness resolution will help Peloton. I was also monitoring the web traffic, which was slow but not that bad, where I had to close my position with maybe 5% gain. Again, 5% gain, and I always say this, profit is profit. But I did not practice what I preach. So now fast forward January 2022, when Peloton came out and announced that they're halting the bike production because of lack of demand. That's bad, and I was in a meeting, so when I came out, I noticed that the stock was halted from trading. Now this has never happened to me before, where I had a big position in a company and the shares were halted for bad news. With GameStop, they were halted for good news. This was opposite. So when shares started to resume, my position, which was down by 20% by now, had tanked to 50%, and I closed out. I bought back my puts, paid 50% more than what I got paid. It hurts to even think about it. But that is why I'm doing today's video. Now, in the last few days, we saw lots of news articles that Peloton is a buyout target and price went up 50%. Now, I feel the reason for the volume we saw and the price increase was shorts covering their position, because a buyout from Amazon, Apple, Nike, or anyone else is definitely going to help the stock, and that is why we have shorts covering their position. But here's the thing, don't fall in the trap yet. Let me share a quick chart on the valuation. So take a look over here. This is a Peloton chart, actually this right here. Makes sense? Yes. Okay, so this is a Peloton chart all the way going back to 2020, February of 2020. And the blue line that you see is Analyst price predictions, and the white line is the price. Now pay attention to what's going on. In the beginning days, the analyst would come out and they would give a price target for the stock, and the stock would move up. They would come out, give a price target, the stock will follow. Then they would come out, give the price target, and the stock will follow. So anytime they will give a new price target, the stock will reach out. Then look what happened in, I would say, February and March of 2021. Look, they came out and they maintained their price target while the stock price started to plummet. Then they came and realized, you know what? Oh my goodness, we are wrong. Peloton is not worth that much. And Peloton at that time was trading about $165. They came out and they started giving their price target between 140 and 130s, and stock started to keep moving down. Then after that, they came out and they gave a price target of about $80, and the stock was still trading at about $100 at that time, or $120. And then stock plummeted when they came out and gave an $80 price target to about $60, as you can see over here. Since then, the stock has been trading down, and so is the analyst price target. Isn't it funny, like how analyst price target works? Like they see the stock going down, they come out and they give a lower price target. Look what happened with SoFi. This is crazy, and this is actually funny. It's very easy for them, or for me, for anyone to come out and say, you know what, the stock is trading low, we're going to give a low price target. Very easy. But look what happened. In the last few days, the stock gained the traction. The analyst price prediction is still about $42, and the stock is now trending towards that price point. Okay, so now let's talk about the valuation, and if a deal does happen, then what kind of stock price we are looking at. Now, to save you some time, we are not going to get $150 stock price if the deal does happen. Doesn't matter if it's Amazon or Apple. The deal most comparable to Peloton is Lululemon's $500 million deal for Mirror in 2020, which was priced about 3.9 times Lululemon's projection of the target for 2021, I think. Yes, 3.9 times. At that multiple, Peloton would get about $51 per share. That's about 37% above the current market price, yesterday's market price. Now remember, Google bought Fitbit and paid roughly about 70% premium for Fitbit, which would have come about a price of $40 a share for Peloton based on Friday's or yesterday's closing price. So think about this. If you are considering buying Peloton, here again, just my opinion, consider all these facts before jumping in. Now here's the kicker. I said in the beginning that majority of the trading were just covering the short sellers. So almost 13% of shares available for trading has been sold short as of Monday, according to IHS Markit Limited, but a majority on the Wall Street still remain bullish on the stock, with more than half of the analysts targeted or tracked by Bloomberg rating the company a buy, an average price of about $42, implying about 10 to 15% gain from the current levels. So the question is, am I buying at these levels? Am I trading at these levels? Again, I can only talk about myself, and the short answer is no. Because one headline can change the direction of the company. No doubt that some folks will make a lot of money from this, but I'm not in that camp because I have better use for my money instead of gambling. And I'm not chasing a falling rock with the hope that parachute might open. I hope I provided some value and answered some of your questions. If you like content like this, then please consider subscribing and hit the like button so we can reach out to more investors. As always, a pleasure to share all of this with you. Until next time, you all have a sparkling day.